It's like the time to buy is whatever time works best for you, but you have to understand that no matter what, like if you're waiting for things to drop, okay, if it's possible you might catch a deal somewhere, but for the most part, these prices are just going to keep going up. And so to get into a home, you're better off getting in now if you can afford it. But I will say the lenders that I work with now compared to the lenders that I dealt with all the shady practices and stuff like that back in the day, most of them will walk you through and explain to you, this is what your payment is going to be. This is what to expect. Do not get in over your head. And there's so many more restrictions in place to try to make sure people are not going to fail and we're not going to have a housing crash.
And I do think that there are more lending programs available now than there ever were back then. And I do think a lot of them are geared more towards first-time home buyers. I think there really is a push to try to help them a bit more. As programs with zero down or closing assistance and whatnot. A lot more options now than there were back in the day when I bought.
And each lender is different too, from the interest rate they're willing to offer to the program to sometimes the incentives, what they're willing to pair with. Because Mass, Rhode Island, Connecticut specifically have first-time homebuyer programs for down payment and closing cost assistance. VA
Yeah.
loans are usually zero down. There's a ton of different programs, credit scores, based programs, things like that. And I think too, a lot of people might think a house, even though the price tag, if you will, the home value goes up over time. Maybe there's a misconception that it's like a car. When you drive it off the lot, it starts appreciating. And that's not necessarily the case. And there's also tax benefits too that I think a lot of people don't understand, that you can apply, from depreciating an asset if you're an investor to tax credits if you bought it that year, things like that, how much work you put into it.